Hello, everyone! We've just done pause for another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Welcome back. I'm Mesh. This is EchPlays. The good rock is in full effect. It's action-packed here on the good rock, home of the Rock Boys. Again, welcome back, everyone. Last time, we had just finished researching coal generator and hydrogen generator in the internal combustion tree part of the tree. We're working on filtration next, at which point we will have a gas filter and a liquid filter for better or worse. This isn't super high priority, but I'd already put some points into it, so it was the next thing on the list. We might as well finish it. Next, I think we're going to pick either this one or this one, sanitation or air systems, probably air systems, because it will have the most effect right away, and because we're going to be producing even more bad air once we have this generator set up, which is what we're going to be doing today. This area down here is our next big expansion, and it's going to be the place where we start putting our generators and batteries permanently. That way we have a controlled area that we can have all of our power generated in, and we know that that area is going to be a hellscape for oxygen. It's where oxygen is going to go to die. It's going to be the oxygen hell. So we're going to be able to hopefully control the carbon dioxide and bad shit that starts here, and not allow it out by using, say, a manual airlock for now. But where are the auto airlocks is the question. Mechanized airlocks, fantastic. I think this is the one. But we're going to need to go through sanitation first, which is on our list. So we're working our way there. Of these three that we're going to be unlocking via this tree section, I think this one is probably going to be the next thing. So we might go and do both of these first. We'll probably do this one, and then this one in that order. So hopefully we'll be fine. Now this is also on the list too, but I think we're going to avoid it because we haven't really had any issues with people getting super sick. So we'll be fine. We have a med bed, and that's been okay for now. And really, diarrhea has been the only problem we've had in terms of medical stuff so far. Let's pause for a second and go ahead and set these plants. There is a little bit of a concern that we don't have enough seeds for these, honestly. We have 3. Now we're going to have 2. Now we're going to have 1. So, but we have some down here. These are bluff briars, so we'll have 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many seeds you get per. I think it's more than 1, though. So we have some seeds that are available down here once they uproot them. They are low priority, though, so I'm going to set these as 6s. Now, what are these? Bristle blossoms? Bristle blossoms? Where are the millwoods? Okay, these are the millwoods. Okay, we don't want the bristle blossoms necessarily to be super high, so I'm going to set them back down to 5, actually. We don't need the bristle blossoms that much. Okay, great. A mealwood seed. Okay, back to live action. Okay, once I feel like they've accomplished some of the minor goals starting out this episode, then I'm going to pump up the priority on this and we're going to get it done. But for now, I kind of want them to finish the plants first. I am concerned about this. Insufficient resources mush bar. They aren't making enough mush bars fast enough to really utilize them. Here's one, though. Here is one. Mush fry. They've made one. I mean, that's something. That's better than 0 that they've been making. That's great. Yeah. I like that. Okay. So once we have this working to a point where all of the food is going through the electric grill before it goes into their tum-tums, then I'll feel comfortable to start using this water on things. But I don't know if that's going to be before or after we get the other plumbing stuff. So it may not even, it may be a non-factor. We may have already been using this water up in the showers and stuff before that. Oh, we've got a fresh crop of meal lice, huh? Fantastic. Research complete. Great. Great. And great. We've gotten this done. Now we can go down to air systems. There's a lot of really, at least semi-important stuff that needs to be researched back to back. Normally, I might leave the research off for a little while, because it's basically 2 people, if not 3, for power generation that are not doing anything but researching. A food shortage. Well, nobody's eating, son. There's a reason you have to point to the printing pod. These guys aren't eating. Alright, we're going to fast forward through this. That's nice. I got a nice little drink. Nice time for some drink. And I think we can bring this back down to play level. We got a few more seeds in the meantime. Fantastic. A few more seeds here. Those are all set up. Let's prioritize them to 6s so they get the seeds planted, because otherwise what's the point? And now I think I'm comfortable. Now we have a bunch of them done. I think I'm pretty comfortable setting up this for 7s. I'm going to prioritize the mush place as an 8 because I don't want her leaving. And I'm going to prioritize one of these as an 8 because I don't want one of them leaving. But other than that, I'm completely fine with the dig being 7, high above everything else. I just need you to do your job, Dr. Boy. Why do you always have diarrhea? What are you doing in your day-to-day life that you have to use the bathroom this much, Dr. Boy? You think you know how to manage your own bowels? You're a doctor, man. That said, I think he doesn't have actually diarrhea. That's just a normal bowel movement for old doctor. That's fine. He is grimy, which is his own fault. You're living a grimy life. I have to imagine that every day living inside of an actual rock would be grimy. It's just the base level existence. Grimy. There's not much you can really do about that other than incessantly washing your hands like they already do. He's having a nice food. Napkin is. Nice munch up there. Light wounds. That's not good. That's not good at all. Is it in his butthole? I don't know how he would have gotten light wounds other than just a violent explosion from his butt. Oh, it's okay. That's alright. Food shortage is back, everyone. Does that mean we're not... Well, we're going to have plenty of dirt once they actually start doing this. I'm surprised they haven't actually started it because it's at a 7. There shouldn't be very many things above that. Like, where does he go? Oh, they're building it from below for some reason instead of starting up here. Which is very weird. But you know what? Billy Idol, you've earned my confidence. Even through all of your weird napping places, because of your narcolepsy, I trust you. I have so much trust in Billy Idol. He is easily my most trusted duplicate. There's no question. Get in there and put that tile in napkin. Thank you. Leaky's over here sucking stuff up. Getting that stuff sucked up real good. Fantastic. Lasagna seems to need a bathroom break. Does she have diarrhea? No, she just needs to go to the bathroom. Fair enough. I mean, I hate to have to ask these questions, but these are the hard-hitting questions that you have to ask. You just have to. I'm gonna up this... No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. There is also a storage shortage. So once we get some of this, all this done, we might have to prioritize this higher so we have some room to put some more storage containers. Because as you can see, these things are full AF. Oh god, I hate sand in this damn game, honestly. It's the worst. It just gets in the way of all your projects and they can't, like, figure out how to automatically do it. It's not the best. It is not the best. What's this? Where'd this thing come from? Some nice muckroot seed here. And this is slow going, isn't it? Good grief. Now that they have a stand here, they're going to do it from below again. Stop this madness. Work smart, not hard, Meemaw. God damn you. It's okay. What are you gonna do, really? I love seeing this. It means they're actually doing things with this thing. It means it wasn't a waste of time to have it. I don't love seeing this. I'm gonna have to sweep this boy up with a high priority sweeping. Maybe clean up your goddamn waste. A food shortage is back yet again, but that's okay. Another manual digging needs to happen here. Even here, screw it. Stop the madness with a little bit of a dig down here. Good grief, it's all sand too. That's going to be a problem, I think. It's all sand. There's a bit of dirt in here, which is good, because we need it. Okay? People are eating dirt on our colony, and that's just the fact of life, okay? There's nothing we can do about it. Why hasn't anybody picked this up? It's 99% fresh. It's like there will be blood on Rotten Tomatoes or something. Get this thing inside of you, Billy Idol. I saw you eating a normal-ass mush bar. Well, there's a pristine fried mush bar here on the ground. Let's sweep it. Maybe sweeping it will make them, like, put it in their body instead. A fridge would be good. A fridge would be great right now. Speaking of fridges. But it's way up here. Should we take a detour to the fridge? Fertilizer synthesizer uses polluted water to produce fertilizer. This could actually be a huge thing for us. I think we might take a detour up here once we get the air systems done. For sure. I think that's the plan. I think it's an official plan. Okay. We've got one person, maybe two, yeah, two people here at a time working on this. Which is fine. I mean, I would have liked to see more people doing things, but we do have at least 3 or 4 things that are tied with it in priorities. I kind of want to turn this off because it's not doing anything, really. And it's just using power that we could be using elsewhere. So I think we're going to switch that bad boy off. Maybe we should switch it off. Okay, it's off now. Never mind. These manual airlocks are super slow. I feel you, Billy Idol. I can see why you would have that look on your face, and it's not just because you're grimy. It's also because those airlocks are a nightmare for productivity. Okay. We're back. I like how Man Bun just stops in the middle of researching in order to disinfect his apparatus. I both respect and call him a nerd to his face for that. No problem. No problem. So the plans, reiterating, we got to finish this, get a power, at least 1 generator and 1 battery in here, okay? And then we're going to go and expand here and get our storage advanced and expanded a little bit. I am a little worried because it means we're not using a lot of this stuff, which is a little bit concerning for me, you know? But we're going to have a room for 3 or 4 more storage compactors. I'm sure, obviously, we can get bigger ones somewhere. Storage. You'd think it'd be like on the first tier, but honestly, I don't see any other storage stuff on this tier stuff. Refined objects. What is this? Fire pole and a temp shift plate. Accelerates or buffers heat. Allows rapid duplicate descent. Oh, shit. Oh, it's like a ladder, but they can slide down like a fireman. Significantly slows upward climbing, though. I mean, it makes sense. Have you ever tried climbing a pole? As a stripper on the side, I can say it's not. It's much easier going down the pole than it is going up. But that's how you make the money. If you're not ascending that pole, bitch, you're not going to get dollars, okay? You're going to get nickels thrown at you. Okay. Healthcare. No. Decontamination. No. Improved plumbing. No. Distillation. No. Temperature modulation. No. I don't think there is a such thing as a bigger storage compartment Maybe it's home luxuries. Maybe it's over here in the higher stuff. Either way, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it exists. It's something that it would be a shoo-in, right? It'd be an obvious thing, but maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm just dumb as hell as well. An equal option. All right, we got Maniac and Billy Idol. They're both like the main diggers, I think, in our colony here. Is the oxygen okay down here? It's breathable, but not great in that little pocket that they're actually using. It's purple, which is almost red, which is not great. But maybe it'll even out a little bit more. Maybe we should also get an early vent. An early airflow tile at like a 9er here. That way there's already some built-in flow to this. Get that sleep. You know what? You all deserve a little rest. Oh, man buns, did you really oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. It's time to advance the growth of our colony here, fellas. Nicola, looks like Billy Idol. There can only be one, even though you do have +1 a lot of this shit. Bonnie is back. She's got 2 traits now. 2 good ones. And then we got Travaldo. Uncultured, squeamish, has 7 digging, 4 athletics. We could use another digger, to be honest. Another person to mine would be a fantastic addition. All of you are pretty good. Noodle Arms isn't great, but you're not bad. Uncultured and Grease Monkey. Uncultured means you don't have to do decoration too much, but also they can't do art. And then Grease Monkey means +5 tinkering. So really, she's a 4 athletics, 1 immunity, which is trash. But you know what? I'm gonna go for Travaldo here. Even though Travaldo is a fantastic name, we have to change the name, right? Oh gosh. Paul. Travaldo. Travaldo Rivera. Travaldo Rivera. There we go. All right, Travaldo Rivera. You're welcome to the colony. Welcome to the good rock. Become a rock boy, if you will. Be a good rock boy for us by going immediately to bed and don't talk back. Oh, shit. Oh, I meant go to an actual... Oh, shit. Man bun. Get to bed, you son of a bitch. You shouldn't eat right before bed. That's how you gain weight. That's how you get indigestion. There's no pluses to it. Trust me. As a grown man who only eats exclusively right before he sleeps, it's trash for your bod, son. Okay, anyway. Okay, so... Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Automation is showed up upon our hotbar as well, if should be noted. Plumbing. We got the liquid filter, sieves 1 liquid out of a mix, sending it into a dedicated pipe. So what I'm thinking here, okay, is we immediately put a liquid filter in here, pump with a filter on it, and then it'll filter out the good water and put it in here, and take that polluted dirt or whatever is the off product and put it somewhere else, not in here. And we can start this, but that's like the second thing we're gonna have to do. The first thing is we gotta concentrate on this, right? We have to. Is the research done actually? No, for some reason. Oh, it's because we have a lower priority, I think, on this guy, which is totally fine. I'm honestly okay with this. Meemaw is incessantly cleaning, which is honestly perfect because that's exactly like my grandma was. In fact, I'm going to introduce you guys to Grandma Wanda, because that was my grandma, and she was the best, and she would also incessantly clean, like a cleaning ninja, right? And that's what Meemaw's like, to the likely detriment to the rest of the colony, because she's not digging or whatever we want her to do. She is actually cleaning, though, you know? It's not the worst thing she could be doing. She could be just shitting into the water. She could just be freely going into the water and taking a massive dump, but instead she's cleaning. There's like a worse of 2 evils. There's a huge a huge chasm between the two. They're not even close to being the same. I would much rather her incessantly clean the apparatus than shit into the water. I wish I could remember who did that. Maybe somebody can go back to episode 1 and tell me, do some investigative work and tell me who was the shitter in question that caused that immediate travesty that was polluted water, and that it's still to this day still to this day there and apparent, and also causing issues, making life a little bit more difficult than it has to be, you know? Who was the shitter on the grassy knoll is what I'm trying to ask. They're getting there. They are getting there, and I think we're to a point where we can actually put a battery down here, because I want the batteries on this side and the generators on this side. So if I can put one battery right here, and we can run some power. I'm going to put a switch here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want that switch, but I want it rotated. Can we not rotate it? It won't rotate. That's fine. And then we're going to put a bit of wiring in. I'm assuming that's going to work. I don't know why it doesn't have like a hook up to it. Let me look at this again. It says does not turns power on off. Do I have to like, I don't know. I don't even know. We're just going to assume that's how it works. And we're going to go up this straight into through this and straight into this. It's going to be great. And that's great because this is a closed circuit until it hits the batteries. There's nothing sucking or siphoning off any energy. It's going to go straight from this battery through these batteries, and then it's going to be unleashed into the base's power system. That's what we want. We want control. We don't want power just going out willy-nilly. We want control of that power. We want to harness the power of electricity like the god of thunder and lightning himself, Bon Jovi. Climb up. I love this little gap here because they have to climb up, and it gives them a lot of cardio. As if digging holes and climbing ladders wasn't enough, you know. They get some arm strength, pulling themselves up, getting buff. I think all these duplicates are super buff underneath the weird pudgy body clothes they have on. They're probably ripped as hell. Even Grandma Wanda's got some sweet, defined, well-chiseled abs for sure. No question. Alright, once this is done, we're going to prioritize, we're going to put the energy down. In fact, we should probably run power wires all the way down this. We'll prioritize these higher. We'll place the generator, hook it up, and then we'll prioritize this whole line of wires, all of this as a high as well. And that'll be the second thing we do. And then I think that'll be a great place to call it, because we have accomplished a huge goal, which is to get our obsolete manual power out of the system, so we don't always have to be doing it. I don't mind them running in during the day, I guess. Honestly, they're probably producing way less carbon dioxide than this generator is going to. But that's okay. Okay, I need to sweep a little bit here, too. I think I'm going to sweep this down here. They still haven't planted the seeds. Have they? It doesn't really say. Contents none. That means they haven't put any of those seeds in there. So I'm guessing that means that the people down here mining and stuff are the ones that would normally be doing that. Is it... What are they doing? Is it food time? Or they're going to get more materials? There's a bunch right here on the ground you could get. I'm just saying. They're going elsewhere. Maybe they're going to eat. Maybe it's time to eat. Oh, she's eating that. That's fine, honestly. If they find raw food and they want to eat that instead, I'm totally cool with that. I mean, it's not perfect situation, of course, but it is not the worst. Right now, I'm thinking maybe I should about to this point, I might remove these ladders and move the ladders over to the cinder up here, like it is down here. And that way, anything above this will have to go a long way to get to our main access, the highways of our center portion. And that could help safety up this place a little bit. Okay, the oxygen's clearly not great in here anymore, which is obviously something that was bound to happen. But they shouldn't have to go in here very much after the fact. So as long as we manual airlock this thing, then it shouldn't be an issue. So we can just leave the stuff trapped in here, you know? Only have to come in here to give it the resources it needs to produce energy. Okay, so they're very close to being done, which is great. There's been a skill increase. Oh, it's Beep Beep himself. Level 5 artist. What a guy. He's cooking his raised to 1. That's good, Beep Beep. You're taking the initiative to do the job nobody else clearly wants to do. Got Dr. Boy taking advantage of his sophisticated... Oh, they're doing it. Maniac is grilling it up. Fantastic job, Maniac. I can't believe it, what I'm seeing. You're doing a fantastic job. Great, great. Jorb. We just need you guys to get down here and finish this. What is... Oh, it's because they prioritize picking up food. That's totally fine. I'm not even mad about it. As you can see by the oxygen, all the living areas are perfectly fine. I think these things down here is just enough to keep this place as the only area that is got this problem. And also, we could maybe vent down here if we really wanted to. But I think we're going to leave it the way it is until it becomes a problem. You can sort of see that all these little red spots that they're breathing out and stuff are just slowly making their way down here and stuff. Hopefully exclusive. Now, this is an issue here, too. I'm a little concerned about oxygen getting trapped on this side. I mean, bad stuff getting trapped on this side because it can't get over here. But who knows? Like, we can probably fix this later. Consumes carbon dioxide. See, these are the reasons that we are not having a culmination effect of carbon dioxide. Why would you sleep right here, dude? This is possibly the worst place you could sleep, man. You can't breathe that air. Trivaldo Rivera. He doesn't know. He just arrived. He doesn't know any better. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm done. I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting. This guy and this guy is getting set up now. Right now. All this stuff is 9s. I don't want to hear or talk about it anymore. I want it done! And then I'm going to place this power thing right now as well. It's going to go right here. And we're also going to want an airflow tile below it. Because we're going to have areas below this as well. I'm going to go ahead and also plan out the entryway, if I can. Oh, they're down there eating shit that they shouldn't be. Oh, no, they eat rocks and sand and shit. Never mind. And I'm just going to set up the airlock. That way, the air that falls down into this is trapped. Once they get this done and this area done, I'm good. And then we're going to prioritize this super high, these machines and this wire super high. We could do that now, actually, since they're all 9s. We can prioritize all of this as an 8. Now, that's good. That's the good stuff. It's all 8s, except this. I don't know what that's really going to affect, this door closing and opening like that. You know, could prioritize this one higher than the other. Maybe they'll use this one preferably over this one. That way, this area can leak its stuff more often down into this hole. Oh, that's meta, boys. That's a meta decision right there. Greatest oxygen not included player in my house, at the very least. Okay. Okay. Once this is done, I'm gonna be super happy with this episode, guys. It's gonna be one of our more productive episodes. We're advancing technology generations ahead of what it was before. Absolutely stunning job, everybody. I'm so proud of everybody involved in this colony right now. I have to say, the Good Rock is home of the Rock Boys, but also home of the Good Boys. There's no getting around it. They're just doing a great job. They all have their little problems. Sometimes they pee into the water. Sometimes they have diarrhea to their own because of their own problems and faults. None of mine. I'm great. But at the end of the day, they do good work. And that's all you can really ask for in this day and age, you know? That's all you can really ask for. I'm singing to you, boys. Billy Idol specifically. You're my favorite. Everybody knows it. Billy Idol. He's hungry. He's holding his breath. He's got low oxygen, but he's still persevering. Persevering as well. One of those words is the right one. One of them is not a word. Look at this. Slowly but surely, they're getting it all done, boys. Oh, hell yeah. This is done. This is about to be done. The wiring is almost done. It's almost done. What a time to be alive here on the Good Rock. There's not much else to really say, honestly. The air system is almost done. Once this project is finished, they'll be able to research that super fast. Just right now, this stuff is hogging the priorities. But once that's done, we'll have the air systems, carbon skimmer, and the electrolyzer. Now, one of these guys, I think the electrolyzer maybe. Yeah, you can produce oxygen from water, but it splits the hydrogen into the air as well. So it's a good way to make hydrogen for the hydrogen generator if that's how you're going to power stuff. But it's also a good way to just mess your shit up, dude. The carbon skimmer, I'm not sure. I think it may just do its own thing. I hope it doesn't produce anything bad. We'll see. Our technology is just taking huge jumps into the future for sure. Right now we have piles of dirt and algae doing things that the machines are going to do later. It's like jumping to modern times straight from the Stone Age, you know? If, of course, the Stone Age was in a meteor in space, I'm assuming. Get in there. They're doing algae-related things right now. I hope they're not going to eat that algae. I want that algae only in the algae terrariums. It looks like they are. Okay, they aren't going to eat it. I don't know if they can eat that, but I don't want them to. There's a no eating clause in their contract they signed as duplicants. It says you cannot eat the algae. You can only put it in a pile in each room. The end. Okay, last thing I think is the generator itself. If we can just get all these boys, Trivaldo Rivera, sorry, your name is a handful. I named him that. I don't know why I'm complaining. If we can get him working after he catches his breath, surely this thing is borderline finished. Please, Daddy. Please, for the love of daddies everywhere, get to work. Napkin, please don't leave. You're so close. Billy Idol's going to do what nobody wants to. He's going to get this done. I know it. Prove me right, Billy Idol. Mo. Please. He's going to do it. He's done it. The generator is here. No wire connected. Did I not connect the wire to the right place? It's in the middle. Oh, we didn't connect the wire anywhere. Let's prioritize. This is a 9 as well. Okay. No power consumers. We're gonna set this as a 7 for itself. But the wire placement will be a 9, hopefully. I think Travaldo Rivera is coming down here to do it right now. And then we'll have it. It'll be ready to go. It won't be running yet, but it'll be ready to go. Travaldo Rivera, he's on the case. He has to hold his breath just in case of suffocation. This has been a very musical episode, which you may not be used to here on YouTube. It's mostly a Twitch thing, me singing randomly about nothing, but I hope you enjoyed it. I know you enjoyed it. There's no question. That's done. I think he's grabbing the stuff. He's grabbing the stuff that's needed to make this thing a reality. Come on, Travaldo. Don't do this to me. You're so close. You're standing right there, dude. God damn you, Travaldo. He's holding breath right now. Breath 100%. He's grabbing some more coal. Put him in there. Get it done. Get it done and get out of there. Fantastic. We've done it. We have done it. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Thank you guys for coming by, spending the time here. If you like this episode or the series, hit the like button so I know to keep making more. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to help the channel grow, the best thing you can do, as always, is to share this video with your friends, with your fam, on your social medias. And until next time, I'll see you guys later on The Good Rock, home of the Rock Boys.